We're here this week as part of the Make It project with the business school, and I'm really excited. We've got 3 entrepreneurs here in the Village Green in the Grove Hub, a real treat for me, slightly terrifying for a couple of them by the look of your faces.
We run interior design courses, and our original business plan, which we wrote 6 years ago, it looks very different from our model now. But we started running day courses, and the idea was that we were going to set them up in Cheltenham and then move around the country to sort of nice spa towns with affluent women who wanted to do out their own homes. That was fine in Cheltenham. We then realised actually that with our own lives and so forth, we were busy working mums, that this wasn't really going to fit in. So we then started doing week-long courses and then got City and Guilds accreditation. And so from that, we stayed within a geographical area, but expanded the portfolio of courses and how we ran them. And then in the last 2 or 3 years, the majority of our courses are now online, which is obviously fabulous, and we have students from literally around the world. So from that original idea, run them in Cheltenham, would do fantastic in Cheltenham, then go to Tunbridge Wells and Harrogate. It never ever happened, but it was a good test run for us on these day courses. We got lots of feedback face to face from our students and what they wanted. And so sort of 4 or 5 years later, we were able to then put that into our online courses. So that's how it worked.
Yeah, I'm not trading yet. I'm right at the beginning. Although that said, the idea has been in my mind for a long time, because when in Rome, we bring in craft wine from Italy. So we've got together a portfolio of about 60 tiny producers. The economic crisis there has been such that you've got a lot of young people who've gone back to the land. So there's a lot of innovation in agriculture, you've got lots of new wine producers. So the idea has kind of formed itself as the macro situation in Italy has changed, and we now will be bringing in wine in boxes, not in bottles, and selling it online. And that's the idea. Again, my business plan has been pretty much in my head, to be honest. I've occasionally sat down and tried to write the bare bones of one, and each time found that events have kind of pulled me on, and I have to sit down and write it all again, almost retrospectively. So it's and that will change again going forward.
So you two have both talked about the importance of feedback from your customers and target audience in terms of how your business practice evolved. Holly, has that been important for you also?
Yeah, very much so. In fact, students at Gloucester University have a huge part to play in the development of Maybe. We Maybe happened because I was on a period of gardening leave from my previous business, which was very much to do with e-commerce, and I was trying to buy doorknobs of all things, and for some bizarre reason I was trying to get my husband to agree with what I was buying, which I knew would work, but we tried. And gathering together a collection of things that you'd seen in offline stores, online stores, was hard work, and I tried using Pinterest, I put them on spreadsheets, it's just with a muddle. Or sent in random emails and never got the feedback I wanted in one place. So maybe it's all about helping people decide what to buy. But before we sort of stepped off the edge and started building technology, we built a prototype which we brought back to Gloucester University and had 5 focus groups which really shaped the development of our products and the direction in which we've gone in. And we also did a piece of research with both Growth Hub and Nottingham Business School that surveyed 2,000 millennial shoppers and looked at how they decided what to buy and how they went about making decisions. And that very much has opened us up, our commercial model up, in that we realised that even millennials, high street is really important. And so we very much linked our product to the online and offline world, which is what doesn't happen at the moment. E-commerce and high street are 2 different shopping channels, but actually we all just shop. And so maybe is looking to address that challenge of making retail a single channel. And I don't believe that would have happened. We wouldn't have made those connections without the feedback we've had from the students here.
I would say be brave. I think it's very easy to stay in your office and get what you think is everything perfect, but actually, like Polly was saying, you need to be out there and talking to other people and be brave to hear constructive criticism. And so we ran a series of courses, for example, purely for thinking reasons, And it was fantastic. You can never second guess really what the consumer or your customer or client wants, however hard you try. So, and I think we're all a bit reluctant sometimes to hear the negative side of your business, but actually it will pay off in spades if you're brave enough to do that. And so don't wait till you've got absolutely everything. Just get out there, whether it's your website testing or within reason. You don't want to send up something that's sort of shoddy, but yes, get out there and try it, but be constantly listening and constantly testing as well.
I totally agree with that, because there's that sort of two schools of thought. When I was in a corporate environment reading about entrepreneurialism, and this, one school of thought says you just quit and go for it and give it your all. The other thing is try to get things up and running before you've left, so you have the financial support of a corporate existence. But for me, having finally taken that leap and started to do it full time, I wish I'd done it a lot sooner actually, because I realised what I didn't really calculate was the opportunity cost of not starting things sooner. So I would totally agree with that kind of to look for some inner courage. The other thing is to kind of squash your inner perfectionist, because I think when it's your baby, you're much more inclined to obsess to the nth degree over details. And you really shouldn't, for the website particularly important. Again, it needs to be something functional and fit for purpose. But it will, as soon as you're trading, 2 weeks down the line, you're going to want to build that all over again. Actually, so get a minimum viable product out there as soon as you can.
Yeah, maybe when you're first starting out, it's your friends, your colleagues, your family. You probably don't want to offend you. They can see the hours that you've been sweating over at night and they go, oh, it looks great, fantastic, great idea. Well, actually, they're not the best people to ask. They're really not. You've got to get out there on a trade stand or in the street or just spend whatever it is. Just get out there and find out and be, thick skin.
Yeah.
Polly, I can see you chuckling there as you're listening to Robin.
I totally, I can cover everything you said, but I think, going back to your question of how do you know which is the right idea, I think as an entrepreneur, I'm an inventor, I love having ideas, it drives me mad. And so the challenge is which is the right one. And I think that's a very hard thing to define, other than I would say it's the one that keeps you awake at night. It's the one that sticks, it's the one you keep going back to. And then I'd layer on what these guys have said, which is just do it. Just do it. And if it doesn't keep you awake at night, you're doing wrong thing.
So to sum up, be brave, do it sooner than you think you're ready for, and go with the idea that keeps you awake at night and you keep coming back to.